All right, guys, today we are checking out a new track. We have just one today. The rest of September should have 2 tracks every week until they finish up Pro Motocross. And today we have Loretta Lynn's. Now, we have comparison stuff because the track is better, improved, but there were some pretty major changes to the freeride. There's a cool new freeride area, redone freeride area. So comparison. Let's jump into it and check out 2024 first and then 2025. Okay, here we go. We are going to do 2024 Loretta Lynn's first. I want to show you a comparison. Just run a quick lap here so we can try to point out what is different, what's improved, and what would be the same. Now, I'm going to say it right away that Loretta Lynn's probably has a better more new free ride than most of the rest of the pro motocross tracks we've gotten. We've had, Waypoint. We've had a new raceable pit bike track for High Point and Redbud, but the tracks were always there, so it doesn't feel like there was much new added. And then the Waypoint from Southwick wasn't that great, so comparing to some of that stuff, Loretta Lynn's has some decent changes and new when you're talking about the free ride. But the track itself isn't terribly different. It is pretty similar. I would say it probably is better. And we'll go over it when we get to 2025. But it is better, but minor. Very, very minor. I mean, 2024 was a good track. The complaints I would have had is I wished there was more ruts, and the ruts were a bit bigger in the corners. And that's pretty much what Rainbow Studios did. So good changes. I mean, they can't go and redo and redesign a track if they're sold as a replica if they didn't change, So no, it isn't Rainbow Studios' fault that this track is almost identical to the one the year before. And 2024 was already really good. Here you can see the track where we started from the finish line all the way to where we are right now is almost identical. Everything up to this point is the same. Now, this corner, maybe the ruts, have been raised a tiny bit, but then we're the same. There really isn't any difference here. It's all exactly the same. There are some changes from here to the very end, but most of it is just the ruts being bigger, grabbing you, maybe more. Now this part is a little bit different. Minor changes, maybe some more ruts put in that corner. And then I think this is sand. In the sand here, sandy area, they built up some really big ruts in that part. But the rest of it, aside from some very minor changes before the finish line, are the same. This track is virtually identical. Maybe the one with the least amount of differences to it. But again, 2024 was really good. So I know that Rainbow Studios will make the track the way it is in real life. They can't change it. We know all that already. We all know it. So I'm hoping that the free ride, the extra bonus stuff, is really good. In 2024, the tracks were pretty similar, improved, but pretty similar. And then we have a first-person lap for you here. So if you're a first-person player, this is just for you. But the tracks were pretty similar, but they gave us some really good bonus content. They gave us the invitational races, which were really awesome, very enduro-like type events. They gave us some adjustments to the free ride. I mean, High Point had a few jumps in the free ride, but then one year they just went crazy with it and added a ton of jumps and made a really great free ride freestyle area. So I guess that's what I was hoping they would do with 2025 here, and they just really haven't. I mean, they gave us more events. They gave us the, High Point, Redbud, pit bike events, but the tracks were always there. They're really not different. We have a Waypoint race from Southwick, which isn't very fun. It wasn't very fun. It wasn't, in my opinion, very good. Maybe they've added some invitational races. I haven't really checked. The vet track from Fox Raceway was redone. The pit bike track was adjusted as well. So there were some decent things, but it doesn't feel like the bonus events, the bonus content has been near as good this year as it was the year before in 2024. And that makes it, in my opinion, not as worth picking up 2025 as it would have been to pick up 2024. I believe even Washougal had a new kind of free ride, freestyle-ish area added to it. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. We've had this discussion in the comments. I've talked to a few of you guys about it and saw what you thought. Now, here would be the 2024 free ride area, and I want to show it to you. I know I don't get it in the exact same place for the comparison, for the overview of it for 2025, but I do want to ride around 2024 here just to show it to you if you need a refresher, because this was a really cool added bonus if you picked up 2024 Loretta Lynn. So it was a really cool area. It was a cool freestyle event. I mean, I believe it was a full freestyle event. You could free ride it the way I'm doing right here, but you also could do a freestyle actual event if you wanted to. And 2025 has the same, it's not the same. It is different. It is quite a bit different, but it has the 2025 freestyle event as well to go with it. Now, I did check, as far as I could tell, the bonus event or bonus content with the 2025 Loretta Lynn's would be the freestyle event. I didn't see any pit bike, waypoint, invitational, and I don't believe we ever had one before, so I just wanted to make sure that they didn't try to throw in an invitational race. But as far as I could tell, it was just 2025, the freestyle event. Now, this line does still exist in 2025. We will hit it for you, but it is virtually exactly the same. Now, here we are going to jump into the overview of what's there, and you're going to say there's way less. Yep, you'd be right. There is less, but I don't know if it's worse or better. It is a 2025 event you can do, and they did take out a bunch of jumps, but it still is very fun. You can hit it from many different angles. I think the flow of the first one was a bit better, because here I wish everything kind of blended into itself, and it does, but you have more lead up to some of the jumps, because some of these jumps are really big. You know, on this side, there was some really small, there was a ramp, a landing, a ramp, a landing. It was really short and tiny, but here they kind of open it up and make it just one bigger jump. So trying to throw down combos and stuff probably would work a bit better on this version. And again, it is very flowy, but they did take out, or at the very least, they spread out the area to give you more run to have bigger jumps and whatnot. So if you have 2024, this area is significantly different, and not worse, not better, just, you know, different flavors, right? Different flavors for whatever you want to do, which is pretty cool. And then also, and I think I show you, in this new 2025, it kind of feels like there's more of those random jumps off in the hills where you can maybe hit one or two jumps back to back that weren't there in the 2024 version. Again, I'm pretty sure I show you some of them, but I don't really remember seeing some of it. So in my opinion, yeah, 2025 Loretta Lynn's has probably a better free ride with more changes to it from 2024, but that's mostly probably because the track itself had maybe the least amount of changes to it out of all the tracks we've seen so far. It might have the least amount of changes to it. There is also some ramps here that are a bit different. They're like lifted up and setting on top of some like pallets, right? And those ramps, the angle is a bit different, so it throws you much higher. They're steeper. Now, the drag on some of those ramps feels stronger than the regular ramps, but that is something I don't remember being in 2024. Here's some of the extra random jumps that do exist. You can see just kind of jumping over some of these rolling hills here at Loretta Lynn's that I don't remember being in 2024. And then here is the one line that is exactly the same. So Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I know we've had a discussion, but how do you feel about it? Do you feel like the free ride is better? Do you feel like 2025 is a better version of Loretta Lynn's? I'd be really curious to see. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.